Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, That Model Railway Guy, where today we're taking another trip to a very famous heritage railway. You may remember that back in the summer I took some time off to go and visit various steam railways around the country that I'd never visited before, and we kicked things off at the Churnet Valley Railway with the mighty S160. Well, it's taken me a while to get round to editing episode 2 of this little series, but today I'll be taking you along for a ride as I visit the Severn Valley Railway, so let's jump right in. The day started at Bridgnorth station, which is the northern terminus of the line. There was plenty going on as it looked like several locos were steamed up, presumably for inspections of some sort. The steam engine actually in service on this day though was 2857, the GWR Heavy Goods Loco, which is looking rather splendid here as it was awaiting a delivery of coal. Something else I was very excited about was the coaches, as this train was made up of several LNER teak coaches. As you can see, these are absolutely stunning and have been looked after really well. Now I knew the Severn Valley Railway had a rake of these, but I thought maybe they would only come out for special occasions, so it was a real treat to not only get to see these, but also ride the length of the line in them. As the departure time drew nearer, 2857 backed down onto the train. And then it wasn't long before we were on the move. The first stop along the way was Hampton Load, a really nice quiet branch line station. We waited in the platform for a while so that we could pass one of the other trains, which was being hauled by the Class 52 Western Champion. And now that the line ahead was clear, we could continue the journey. The next stop along the line is Highley, and I was able to get some great shots here of the Heavy Goods Loco departing. And as you leave the station, you get a great view of the Engine House Museum, which looks over the line, and we'll be taking a look round there later on. We also made a very brief stop at Arley Station, although embarrassingly I have to admit this is the only footage of it I managed to get all day. Next up was Bewdley Station, where a Class 20 was waiting for us to arrive. During the brief stop here, I was able to grab a couple of shots of some of the other locos on the line, including the 15XX and of course the purple West Country class, which had been recently renamed Elizabeth II. You may have noticed all of the bunting around the railway, as this was filmed not long after the Jubilee celebrations and of course before the sad death of Her Majesty. And soon we were on our way again, and there was just time to take a quick look at Lady of Legend as we departed too. So I do just want to take a quick moment to say a big thank you to all of you who watch my videos on a regular basis and help support the channel, whether that's as a member where you get access to bonus content that I make, or something like buying a t-shirt from my shop. It all goes back into making more of these videos for you guys, so if you enjoy the various things I get up to here and would like to see more of it, well, please do consider supporting the channel. If you fancy becoming a member, well, you get loads of awesome benefits, things like custom emojis to use in my live streams and premieres, and most importantly, if you're on the fireman level or above, you get access to the members only feed, where you can see everything I'm getting up to behind the scenes, and also have a say in what stuff I make for the channel. So if there's something in particular you'd like to see a video on, or there's a certain layout you'd like to see featured on the channel more, well, suggest it in the members area and I'm more likely to see it that way. Of course, not everyone wants to pay a monthly subscription, or you just prefer having physical products instead. That's fine. Head over to the shop where I've got various t-shirts, all with different designs, and in fact there are some new ones in the works which are about to be released really soon. So, you know, Christmas is coming up in a few months, maybe it's something you could add to your list. Anyway, like I said, thank you to all of you who support the channel so I can keep making these videos. It really does mean a lot. And now, let's head back to the Severn Valley Railway. Later on, we arrived at Kidderminster, the southern terminus of the Severn Valley Railway. Like all the stations along the route, it's presented really well, and it's quite an expansive site for a heritage railway. There was also a museum in one of the buildings, which I managed to have a quick look round while waiting for the return journey. Back outside, it was time for 2857 to couple back onto the other end of the train. And then once again we were on our way for the return journey up to Bridgnorth. As we were leaving the station, we passed by the diesel depot, which makes the shed I have on my 00 gauge modular layout look tiny in comparison. Beyond this seemed to be where they store some of their carriage rakes too, although I'm not sure they have enough GWR coaches, to be honest. Soon we were arriving back into Bewdley again, where I was able to get another good look at some of the resting locos. One thing that did surprise me with the railway as a whole generally was how short some of the platforms were in comparison to the length of the trains, with some of the coaches often being out of the platform. I guess that's because originally it was a smaller branch line, where nowadays the railway is so popular that they need to run longer trains to have enough space for everyone. This time as we were departing Bewdley, I was able to get a good shot looking over the town below as the train travelled out onto the viaduct. And before long we were arriving back into Bridgnorth. As we slowed down coming into the platform, there seemed to be yet another loco in steam. Again, I presume this was being tested for something. Now, since this engine didn't have a number, I'm not entirely sure what it was, but I'm guessing it may have been Hagley Hall, since I think that has returned to service since this video was filmed. That said, if I'm completely wrong, I'm sure somebody in the comments will be only too pleased to point that out. Meanwhile, 2857 needed to run round the train again. On my next trip down the line, I stopped off at Highley. Again, this is a really beautiful station, but there was a particular reason I decided to break my journey here. Just outside the station is a gate where you can see the tracks leading up to this building, which, as I mentioned earlier, is called the Engine House, and inside is a fantastic collection of locos and other railway related items all on display. Having spent a decent amount of time in the engine house, it was time to catch the last train back up to Bridgnorth, this time being hauled by the Class 20 in BR Blue. And as we arrived back into Bridgnorth one final time, the day came to a close. I just want to say a big thank you to all the volunteers and staff at the Severn Valley Railway for making me so welcome throughout the day and for doing an incredible job of keeping this fantastic railway running. That's it for today though, so hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and if you haven't already then make sure you subscribe and hit the like button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!